And now you haven't really made any issue around here, but socialism is just another partisan way. Socialist Democrat or democratic socialism. The difference being is that the two are more leaning to one after the other, I believe, and that is bad. You want to know why? Because you will end up like the Republican and Democratic parties. And even if it's not just the US, I'm sure that it wouldn't be viable in other nations either.
Scandinavia seems to be doing fine with socialism.
Yes, but we're not in Scandinavia. We're in the United States, which is a massive difference over there than here. The same goes for the red heavy, him being Democrat socialist. The same exact point I've given to the red demo man. You were just working your way to becoming more democratic than socialist. As demo man was working his way to become socialist and democratic. And again, that leads to a multi-party dissolution. I say dissolution because that is the total end of politics, to include a diversified system. Which if you didn't know already, we can't handle the parties! And you, the communist brigand who thinks communism is the future. Communism will never work because of human greed, and the idea of a permanent revolution will mean that you are intentionally trying to cause tensions between the workers and those in power. Believe me, I don't think they are good either. Oh, you want something, you do it peacefully.
But we already tried the peaceful approach. Now it is time to...
Don't say anything else. I don't want to hear it. You're gonna get ready to start your precious revolution. And even then, you're wasting your time with an ideology that doesn't work. Moving on. You are no different than the Islamist fool. Just in white, I cannot believe I have to lecture the Dixie boy about his own ideology.
What the fuck do you mean?
The whole reason they wished to keep slavery was because they wanted to keep their farms going, and those were the times before the industrialization. Today, the Dixies would have phased out slavery, thanks to machines. This goes on to show how empty your head is. So much for a Confederate Christian. And you know, segregation was going to end whether you white and black supremacists liked it or not. Now about the machines. I cannot begin anywhere that describes your extreme level of insanity. There's no such thing as machine spirits or machine gods or whatever the fuck you call them. They do not exist. You are a lunatic that needs to be kept in a mental asylum.
Oh, Almighty, do not anger them, for they will punish you.
Whatever the fuck you say, you democratic mess. I've always wanted to bash one of your kind, and today is my lucky day.
Oh, don't be.
Shut up and listen to me, you Deutschbag. You always claim to be against religions, and yet you worship science like a cultist. That sounds pretty fucking ironic, doesn't it? Did you know that science cannot always be right? There happens to be miscalculations, wrong experiments and such. You need to fix your shit and work on your obsession with that. Maybe your science can help you with that. It's not healthy at all. As for the Kaiser, boo, why in the hell do you still worship an empire that has been gone for over 100 years? I genuinely do not get it.
Because...
No, do not even bother starting. Your idea of a Kaiser rank isn't coming back anytime soon, just like that brain of yours. Now for the Australian Bushman asshole.
The fuck did I do now?
Your idea is similar to Blue Scouts, just that he is more of an idiot than you are. But that doesn't mean you're not an idiot.
Do not compare me to...
You seriously don't need an entire fucking arsenal to obliterate someone to death. That's just unnecessary and a huge waste of your damn money. I do not get why you are still stuck up caring about your beloved cannons. You are the most rational out of all in this group, however, it does not change the fact that your fairy tale ideology cynicalism is a joke. It is just another layer of the socialism group. You seriously think that people will be happy under that? No way. They'll bicker at each other, over and over. It will cause a mass division and gets nothing done to properly solve any issues. Just all talk, and no bite.
And what does that make us then? I'm waiting for the response.
And look at you, using people as slaves for your corporate interests. You are what gives us a bad name. Even your little fat bankers who use every opportunity to screw people over. You skim people's lives and exploit them for your own gains. You should know that dollars does not solve every problem you have. And one day, you will suffer the consequences for your actions. And you're so ultra-nationalist that you are blind to almost everything that is in France. Who cares if the nation is so glorious or great? All that matters is that if you live and be proud of your accomplishments in life, not by looking into the past as an example of glory. And lastly, all of you are fired.
What? Fired? Just for our opinions? But that's illegal, right?
I have every right to fire you all. Welcome to the motherfucking America. If you don't do your job right, get kicked out.
But you can't do this to us! We are the best mercenaries in the world!
More like the biggest laughing stock in the world.
God damn it! How is my mom gonna react to this?
Bloody hell! This was my favorite job! Can't you give us another chance?
You had your week notice and you guys completely fucking ignored it.
We're the best mercenaries in the world, and we just got ourselves fired over a pointless tweet.
Miss Pauling, I beg of you. This is my only job that actually pays worth a shit. I can't go back to that fast food restaurant. Please just give us another chance.
God damn it. I can't lose this shit now. The rent is too goddamn high, and I wouldn't last out there without the machines.
I'm literally live off of the power here. Miss Pauling, I don't want to die.
And I am currently being hunted down by stupid Stalinist puppets who are trying to silence my opinion. It is that I got this job that they wouldn't dare face against me and my giant gun.
And a lot of scientists would rather bicker about theories and argue with me than actually getting anything complete. I won't need them, of course, but how the hell am I going to get the funding? I have a plethora of companies under my grip. But I have been thinking about my biggest supplier, Manco, and that would not be good for business. I plead that you reconsider your choices, Miss Pauling.
Forget it, you guys. It's over. Pack your things and get out of here.
You! I thought... You know what? I'll announce my ideology. I'll announce it all.
You know what? I was already sick and tired of following this dumbass racial supremacy mindset.
Come here, brother. I can't believe we were just schooled by her of all people. You know what, man? Forget all that bullshit politics. Forget all about everything we were just doing. We may have had a recent heated argument, but I'm swallowing a centrist pill for the first time. I was absolutely a jerk. You were a jerk. I followed my ideals because I was angry at the left with everything. I think we all learned a valuable lesson today.
I really do not want to say this, but baby Pauline girl is right. We went overboard on politics, and that I believe something too radical and completely insane. As a former Menshevik, I am sad to say that the Russia with democratic socialism will never be achieved.
All this time I swore that science would really be the only way out of the strife we're constantly in. But I know my errors now. I learned that we caused major accidents like Chernobyl and Fukushima, the Russian leak, factory error, scientific errors. I realized that science isn't always the answer to every problem.
And no matter how much we find a religion to believe in, we can never really claim that it's the right and reasonable, morally and ethically choice over others' opinions.
You know, I thought that syndicalism would be the inevitable fix in our society, but I learned that communes with syndicalist failures will never work in this sad, painful world. It's a disgrace, really, and no matter how many weapons I own, it really won't make me a bigger man, but a pussy bound a plethora of death machines.
I really wanted to believe that monarchies were the only choice of glory and serenity for the world. But now looking back to it, not only were monarchies the cause of strife and oppression, but were also the cause of devastating conflicts, like World War I.
I am a massive patriot of the Republic of France, but I unknowingly was slowly becoming a massive prick and an incompetent twat who thought that France was the greatest nation in the world. Even the greater powers have many flaws that I wasn't aware about. I may have gained a lot of money, and that I used and exploited a bunch of people for my own personal gain, and I cannot be happy with what I've achieved. The American dream is the American nightmare. I've absolutely made no friends with the corporation I own, and that I am alone. Total silence, and nobody really respects me as much as I thought. Achieving the American dream did not get me people who really loved me. Instead, I got hate. I would trade my companies and the massive amount of money I earn for you gentlemen anytime, anywhere. I literally said nothing wrong throughout this entire shitfest, but ignore that part. I'm not going to spoil the moment. I now know what it feels like to see the error of my ways. My God, I will never accuse any German of being a Nazi or any Russian of being communist again. That was all wrong from the beginning. And I was just as stupid to think of the wrong shit I've said. My God, what have I done? All of this bullshit, all of this infighting, all of it, it's all my fault. I need to make this right. I have to delete the tweet I made on Twitter before we all separate forever. This is my redemption arc. I am like Arthur Morgan, only except I don't have tuberculosis and I am not a gunslinger, but that does not matter. It's done. I deleted it forever.
So, finally got into your senses. Did you?
Yes, definitely.
Good. Now will you all stop being morons and just do your jobs?
Sir, yes, sir.
Hey!
Fuck yeah!
Good. You're all rehired. We're calling this battle a draw. Reschedule next week to Nucleus. See you guys later.
Fuck yeah!
Brilliant!
Let us go. Right. Today is a good day. My brother in Christ, you can't fucking crucify him.
I think we're just getting started.
And I would do it again.
Well, so go to hell you sin it.